Hi guys, it's Katie. We're starting a new book. Hooray! So excited. Altez was a little rough for me especially, and I don't know about the rest of you, but weren't as many videos posted this time, so I think we're all ready to move on to something new. Maybe we'll go back and hit that, but we'll see. So it's time for the Boehm 24 Caprices. I'm really excited about this book. I've been sort of studying this book off and on for a long time, studying with Sir James Galway at his class in Switzerland. He loves these caprices, and who better to practice etudes than from the guy who helped invent this, huh? So anyway, for this group, I'd really like to get started with maybe some new traditions and new thoughts. So I think it's really important for us all to learn from each other and to try to build this community as something very supportive and encouraging to help us all get better and to grow. So I'd like to start introducing practice videos. So I want to start with this this first Caprice and just maybe approach it in a way that I would practice it. So it's by no means going to be a finished product, but just maybe gives us some ideas of what this etude might be good for. So if any of you would like to contribute and give some practice tips, or if you don't want to talk, talking is way harder than playing, I think, sometimes, and you'd rather just play a piece of it, that's great too. If you have any exercises that you think are useful, I think that would be really great. I also did create a website for this group, etudeoftheweek.com. You can go and download the music there. If you would like to have your videos featured on the website, please send them to me. YouTube links are great. If you want to send the actual file to my email address, it's kwary@me.com. I'll post that on the group as well. But anyway, this video is getting long, so let's get to the practice. So C major, huh? Yeah. So this Caprice, Sir James Galway has taught it and is absolutely just incredible at this etude. And he is really great at bringing out the notes that are the melody notes. So anyway, I think a good place to start, for me anyway, is just to sort of read the first few lines and get a feel for what it's like. So I'm just going to start from the beginning, and I can already tell there's a low C right away. So I think this is a really good exercise in finding your low C and really being able to launch from there. So let's start there and see how it goes. Good, so I was a little tight to start with. Maybe I'm nervous, I don't know. But really opening up and sort of dropping the jaw and creating more space in my mouth and opening the chest helped get that low C sounding a little better. So we're gonna go from there. So already I'm a little bit concerned about intonation. So we have these octave Cs, and Cs for me have always been kind of a rough note. So I would get out a tuner. All of my stuff is on my phone, which I'm recording with, so I'm not going to use it right now. But when I go to practice, I like to use a tuner. I like an app called Tunable, which is really great. Or I like to use something called a tuning CD. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but it's by Richard Schwartz, Schwartz, maybe no T, I don't know. But that's really great for just listening, and then obviously the tuner is great for the visual. So I would like to try to get these C's in tune. So then we have octave E's again. And I always like to picture where I'm going, so finding that kind of spot in the embouchure, but Then when you speed it up, it's going to be harder. So it's really important to get those movements and those get that aim right before you increase the tempo. So that's kind of how I would start. Just sort of go through and figure out you know, what you're doing, I guess. So I'm cracking going down a little bit, so I want to try and keep my air going and keep everything a little open and relaxed. Maybe playing a little softer will help. I'm going to try that. So that's a good place to start. So I noticed a lot going on with my fingers and the technique. I was slamming those C's a little bit hard. Galway always likes to say caress the keys. So getting your fingers to move more smooth and not hitting the keys so hard. So especially these. Something else that might be nice would be to change the timbre of those first notes as compared to the notes that follow. Sort of bring out the melody line. And then I would move on to some metronome practice. So I think that's the next step, but I think that's a good place to start. So I want to play through just a little bit more from the beginning. I'm going to try to really keep my fingers close to the keys. My low C's are causing me a little trouble today. I think there's a lot of tension going on. So I'm going to try to relax, play under tempo, and get to work. So I think intonation, technique, and flexibility of the embouchure to get those high and low notes out exactly where you want them to be. And that's a lot of work. So I'm going to try to get a final version of this recorded by the end of the week so that next Monday we can start with number 2. Thanks guys. I'm looking forward to any feedback that you have about this group and how we can make it better. I'm really excited about it. So can't wait to see your videos. Bye.